Hey, what's going on, y'all? Y'all know what it is. My shoulder is hurting. I think I may have laid on it wrong. Where you know how, oof, yeah. I don't proclaim to be a gym buff or a gym guru or a gym rat. You know, I just go to the gym and I do what works for me. But I think I have a little bit of an idea about when you're working out and your muscles are very sore, it's because they're ripping and or stretching. And what I do know is when you're going, why did I just come to a complete stop in the middle of the road when it was telling me that this is a school zone? Slow down. But I do know that when you're working out, if you don't increase weight and or increase your reps, you're not going to see a whole lot of changes. And sometimes the pain of your muscles ripping or stretching can be so unbearable, if you will, because you're trying to walk up and down the stairs, you're trying to lift things and your arms are sore, right? Your back is sore, your legs are sore. But the thing is, from my research, the little bit of research I was doing, that's actually a really, really good thing. And so what they tell you is, obviously you want to rest your muscles and allow them time to recover just so that they can be pulled, stretched, and or ripped again. But it's a good thing because that's how you get bulking. That's how you see different changes in your body. But then they tell you, you want to increase your weight. You don't want to be at the gym, let's say for 3 months, and you're still only lifting 10 pounds. You should start to see an increase in the weight that you can bear. And you should start to see an increase in your stamina. And you should start to see an increase in the amount of reps that you do. So you may start off only doing 2 reps of 10, 2 reps of 15, and then as you go on, you can find that you're now up to 3 sets of 10 to 15, but then you may stay at the 3 sets of 10 to 15 reps, but you find that you increase your weight. So what am I trying to say? Don't run from pressure in your life. Understand that the things that you've already endured, and watch this, and understand the things that you've overcome has already let you know that you have the capability to handle it. And so when another situation comes along, try not to get so overly frustrated and make yourself feel as though you won't be able to handle it, because you've already proven that you can sustain the test of time. You've already proven that you can sustain the disappointments, the heartbreaks, the failures, the mistakes, right? And God has already proven to you over and over and over again that he's going to be with you no matter what. And so anytime another situation presents itself, whether you were prepared for it, whether it was unexpected, whether you kind of was like, man, this is bad timing, it doesn't matter. But trust that, have I been through this before? Have I dealt with this before? Maybe not the exact same thing, right? But is this similar? Am I familiar with this? Is this something that I can sense? You know what? This is not so out of the box that I don't know how to overcome this. Trust that you've stretched and you've pulled and you've bent and you've put in the work to be able to say, I can now overcome this. I don't have to go into this situation and think the worst of the worst. I have to remind myself, I got over the last heartbreak. I got over the last disappointment. I was able to get through the last bout of grief. Yes, I may still be sad. Yes, I may still realize that there's some residue in terms of my emotion, but I'm still here. I'm still standing. I'm still pushing. Yes, I've got through I've heard negative words before. I've heard negative feedback before, but you know what? It hurt my feelings at first, but I dried my eyes and I started to encourage myself. I started to lift myself up. I started to tell myself how amazing I am, how proud of myself I am, how much endurance I can take. I started to tell myself, you don't have to listen to what people feel, say, or think, because I'm still standing with or without their opinions. Some maybe have some truth to it. Some may be wrong. Some I may can glean from it. Some I may just need to throw it out Hey, I'm throwing this out. I'm not finna retain this. I'm not finna put this in my mind. I'm not finna let this sit in my spirit. And so give yourself credit that you can handle more than you think. Yes, it's uncomfortable. Yes, we don't like it. Yes, we wish that we don't have to, we all wish that we don't have to go through nothing. We don't have to go through loss, grief, difficulties, challenges. We all wish that. But what I'm finding throughout life, and what I found throughout life, especially what helps me, is I'm not crying over spilled milk. You know why? Because I've spilled before. And when I spilled before, whether it was my fault or whether somebody else did, guess what? I cleaned it up. Guess what? I reacted a lot quicker. Guess what? There's times where, and I'm just using this as a metaphor, there's times where I can predict, hey son, don't put that right there because you're going to spill. So now I'm putting things in a certain place. Oh, let me move this back so this doesn't fall. That's how we have to now handle our life. When we're going through things, we have to now position ourselves to learn from what we went through. Okay, I'm not just going to fall subject to this because I remembered this before. This ain't the first time I had a friend turn their back on me. This is not the first time I had to deal with something by myself. This is not the first time where I had to address something. So based on what happened last time, yes, I may not go into it the exact same way, but I'm going to go into it wiser. I'm going to go into it stronger. I'm going to go into it using wisdom. I'm going to go into it using my gift of discernment. I'm going to go into it asking God, hey, this seemed like this getting ready to happen. God, help me. I'm going to go into it saying, God, increase my gift of discernment so that I'm better prepared. And watch this. You got to be okay with even when God shows you things that you kind of like, why would you show me that dream? God, what in the world? Don't let that scare you. Wouldn't you rather be warned about something that's coming versus being caught off guard, if that makes sense? And so don't be afraid to ask God, God, show me things good and show me things that are trying to attack me. Show me things that are trying to work against me. Show me people. God, give me a dream, give me a vision, send me confirmation. I felt a check in my spirit. Don't let that wake you out of your sleep because God showed you something. And you like, oh my gosh, I'm going to have to deal with this. No, God warned you so that you can deal with it. Y'all see that? Y'all know what that's from? Drinking too many sodas. I've increased my soda intake. That's not good. I need to slow down on soda and increase my water intake 100%. And so we can't be afraid of those things. Understand your intake level of what you're able to deal with or tolerate, it should be increased now. Because hypothetically, I'm using this as a metaphor, if you will, the bigger the problem, the bigger the God. The bigger the problem, the bigger God gonna show out. The bigger the problem, the more God has to prove, hey, I got you, right? And so just be encouraged. Don't lose faith. Increase the weight, increase the pressure. I don't mean literally bring on unnecessary pressure. What I mean is when you see that pressure coming, when you feel it coming, and even when you don't see it coming, trust that I've been in a gym before. Trust that I've carried this amount of weight before. I got through this before. Go through your Rolodex of your history with God. Watch this. Go through your Rolodex of your history with yourself. Yeah, I may have cried, but I overcame. Yeah, it may have been difficult, but I got through it. Yeah, I may have said, I don't know how I'm getting ready to do this, but guess what? I found myself doing it. Yeah, I may said I'll never trust again. Yeah, I may have said I'll never love again. Yeah, I may have said that I'm not going to be able to do it. Yeah, I may have said those things, but guess what I realized in time? Everything that I said I wasn't going to be able to do, I did. Everything that I thought I wasn't going to be able to overcome, I overcame. Everything that I thought that I wasn't going to be able to get figured out, I figured it out. Watch this, with the help of the Lord. So, don't be mad. Don't be upset. Trust that you can carry the weight. Trust that God is with you. Trust that he's not going to leave you nor forsake you. Don't run from the pressure. Embrace it. I love y'all. I'm getting in this gym. We'll talk soon. Me and the Zit gonna talk to y'all soon.